Okay, everybody. So this is called a hefty price tag, strategies and measures to reduce wallet flooding. So we're going to talk about the California flooding storms, the New Jersey floods, and Hurricane Melissa over in Jamaica. And as you can see from the photos, these are very devastating situations. And it's very important because this situation can happen in any part of the world, any part of the country. It does not matter if the area that you live in is not used to flooding. This can happen, you guys. So our goal is to help you all prepare financially for situations like this. Now, usually Ryan and Clara, they usually do this segment, but they are out for the holidays, for vacation, and we're not. I want to start off as well by saying Happy New Year. But let's go ahead and get started. I do want to start us off with a little intro video. Okay, those were quite interesting, right? So those were real live video footages of those three areas. We're going to go into California first. Now, many people say, I don't live in the area. Why would this affect my wallet? Southern California, as we all know, or for those who did not know, they did get slammed by an atmospheric river storm system. It did include flash floods, mudslides, um, rescue crews, power outages, closures, and emergency declarations. And the silent part about it is that even if you live nowhere near California, your wallet can still get hit in at least 5 different ways. Here are those 5 ways. All right, so the first one here is insurance. Insurance costs, which do rise nationally. So major disasters, they don't just create local claims, they do trigger reinsurance costs. And that's the insurance that insurance companies buy. So when reinsurers raise prices or cut coverages, those costs get passed down to regular households and businesses across the country. So you might not see California storm fee on your bill, right? But you can absolutely see higher premiums, higher deductibles, or even stricter coverage in 2026. Next is the travel and logistics costs quietly increase. So when storms knock out roads, causes closures, disrupts operations, it affects shipping schedules, freight timing, um, especially in states with huge port and trucking activity, right? So it's not always dramatic, but it can show up as higher delivery fees, longer shipping windows, price creeps on different goods. 3 is repair demand pushes up construction pricing everywhere. So disaster rebuild demands increases, right? Competitions from all sorts of contractors, laborers, and materials. Even if you're remodeling your kitchen in Ohio, you can feel the ripple in bids and timelines, right? Then we have power and local utility cost ripple. So storm damages can mean emergency work and infrastructure costs. And those costs often feed into future rate cases and contracts, especially when extreme weather becomes frequent. And then it's the biggest hidden gotcha. You ready for this one? So most people are underinsured for floods. In California's insurance department, they literally issue consumer alerts about coverage around the winter storms. So many homeowners, they assume my homeowner's insurance covers flooding, and usually it does not. So for 2026, what you can do is this. You can check your perils page and exclusions specifically for surface water, mud flow, and sewer backup. Flooding and mudslides can fall into gaps depending on policy wording. Don't guess, just go ahead and read it. Also check into flood insurance. So if you're thinking about flood insurance, do not wait until the storm season. Many flood policies, they have a waiting period before coverage starts. So buying it when a storm is coming, it can actually be too late. Go ahead and add loss of use planning. This is something you can add to your emergency fund math. So even if insurance pays for repairs, you might be paying for temporary housing, higher food costs, extra gas, and then time off work. And also do a phone video inventory, and do that now. So you want to walk through your home with your camera, with your phone, narrate model numbers, even if so this way, even if you ever file a claim, this will speed up your settlement and also prevent underpayment. Also, keep an eye on your escrow payment. So if insured premiums jump, your mortgage payment can also jump as well because escrow recalculates, and that surprise increase is how disaster hits people who didn't have damage. So moving along, these are things that you want to do before these circumstances happen. So before flash flood and mudslides, you need to redirect water away from your home. Often that's no more than $30. You can clear your gutters and downspouts yourself, not just once before storm season. Extend downspouts with inexpensive plastic extenders so water drains away from your foundation. Check yard soap. Even small dirt channels or shallow trenches can redirect runoff away from entry points. And the reason it matters is because many flood claims, they start with water pooling near foundations, not river flooding. You also want to create a mud and water barrier. So this can be cheap materials, right? Like sandbags, which are cheap. But soil bags and gravel bags also work. You want to place those barriers at garage doors, side doors, low window wells. Use plastic sheeting underneath to reduce seepage. Most people, they wait until the storm hits, and by then supplies are gone, right? Then you want to harden your window wells, clear any debris and leaves. Cover your window wells with clear plastic or pre-cut acrylic panels. Often this stuff is free. Drill small drainage holes at the bottom of water if water tends to collect. Basement flooding often starts here, okay? Then you want to also trim vegetation near slopes and drainage paths. So remove loose soil, fallen branches, and unstable plants. Trim trees leaning downhill toward your home. Mudslides often start with vegetation failures. So before power outages and grid failures, freeze your water bottles. It's not just for food, okay? So freeze water in plastic bottles and keep them in your freezer. They keep food cold and become drinking water when thawed. So a freezer stays cold longer when it is packed. Keep that in mind. Build a low-cost lighting kit. That's usually on our $20-$25 battery LED lantern or plug light night candles, headlamps instead of flashlights, which it keeps you hands-free and is safer. Keep batteries taped together so they don't drain or get lost. And I say no candles because they can cause fires during outages. Also, if you have a vehicle, use your car as a power backup safely, okay? Keep a car inverted in your truck. Run your devices from the car outdoors only. Charge phones, battery packs, radios, whatever you need to do. This avoids panic purchasing, okay, of generators. Do this before road closures and rescue situations. Pre-download maps and documents. Those are usually free offline on Google Maps or Apple Maps. Screenshot evacuations, routes and shelters, save insurance policy PDFs, ID photos, and medical info offline as well. Cell service do often fail first, so you want to make sure you have those. Keep a go bag that's actually realistic. Skip the technical nonsense. Focus on your clothes, medications, chargers, copies of IDs, cash, small bills. Pet supplies, most evacuations last for about 1 to 3 days. It doesn't last weeks. And also know your local emergency language. Learn the difference between evacuation warning and evacuation order. Sign up for local emergency alerts. People lose time and money by waiting too long. Okay, moving on to New Jersey. So New Jersey have suffered several different floods this year. The impacts of the New Jersey flooding. One is the flood risk maps affect property value and mortgages. So New Jersey has been updating flood risk awareness and mapping guidance. And when flood risk increase on paper, it does affect what insurance is required, what lenders demand, and what buyers are willing to pay. So that kind of risk is repricing spreads. Other states, they follow similar approaches and insurers model nationally. So keep that in mind. Now, the NFIP Drum Up 10 freeze real estate moves. So there are warnings about the National Flood Insurance Program lapsing, which can make it even harder for buyers to close on homes in flood zones because many lenders require flood coverage. Even if you don't live there, anything that sells housing transactions in a high population, high cost region, it can and will ripple into lending, construction, and insurance pricing. And then there's the small businesses and commuting economies take a hit. Flooded roads, okay, and delayed services, that equals lost wages, missed work, reduced local spending. That affects suppliers and services service networks. And this is across state lines. So for 2026, do this. The loss of use and flood exclusion, which we did just speak about. So if you rent, ask your renter's insurance about it. Renters get hit hard because they're displaced and replacing essentials often with the least coverage. 2, verify comprehensive coverage if you own a car, because flooded vehicles are typically not covered under liability only. Pre-register your key documents. So your ID scans, do this in one encrypted place, okay? ID scans, insurance declaration page, mortgage account numbers, photos of valuables. When systems are down, paperwork, it becomes currency. Understand that it's very important. Bank's disaster forbearance. So use your bank's disaster forbearance option strategically, okay, not emotionally, because if a bank offers payment relief, ask whether interest accrues and whether it extends the long term. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it quietly makes the loan more expensive, but just ask. 5, know your local price gouging reporting system. After floods, people overpay for cleanup, hotels, and repairs. The wallet leak or wallet flooding is what we call it, right? It isn't just the disaster, it's the post-disaster as well. So the Jamaican hurricane, Melissa, right? That made landfall in October, at the end of October. And it did cause massive damage with major hits to agriculture and tourism, right? So travel costs and disruptions were hit. It shut the resort down, disrupt airport operations, of course, and it caused price spikes and reroute, especially during peak travel seasons. Airlines issued travel advisories and operational updates during the event, right? Which that could have or may have contributed to higher fares, changed itineraries, more expensive insurance add-ons for travelers leaving from U.S. airports. Then there's the food and beverage price volatility. Now, the USDA did report major agriculture damage in Jamaica from that hurricane. So when agriculture takes a hit, it can also affect supply for items tied to their region. And sometimes it's not a huge spike, but it's the kind of why is this more expensive now? Inflation, people feel at the grocery store or in restaurants. Insurance and global catastrophe pricing. Big catastrophes outside of the US is still feed into global risk models and reinsurance markets, which can still push pricing and availability across the board. Don't leave that out, okay? So for 2026, do this. Buy travel insurance based on coverage details, not the brand. Look for weather-related cancellation, misconnection, and delay reimbursement. Those are where people are losing money. 2, credit cards. So use a credit card with trip delay and baggage protection, and know the trigger rules. Many credit cards require a minimum delay length and specific documentation. 3, if you spend money to families abroad, if you send money, not spend, if you send money to family abroad, plan for disaster transfer fees and cash shortages. Disasters, they can increase fees and limit access to banks. So you need to build a plan in advance so that you don't get hit with emergency premium cost. 4, diversify income streams if needed. So if your job demands that you travel, events, or tourism, this is real. Global storms impact U.S. schedules, conferences, and seasonal work more than people realize. So always have a backup. Don't just have an emergency fund, okay? Have an emergency access plan. Cash, secondary bank, a backup card. Disaster often breaks systems, not just budgets. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the financial and insurance prep. It's very low cost, but it's massive impact, which is what we want. Photograph your home and do that now. Walk through every room in your home with your phone, narrate what you own, stored in the cloud and on a flash drive. 2 places. This can speed insurance claims by weeks. Read your insurance exclusions seriously. Homeowners insurance usually does not cover flooding or mudslides. Sewer backup often requires a cheap add-on rider. Many people find this out after the damages. You don't want to be that person. Keep emergency cash accessible. 200 to 500 in small bills, ATMs, and card systems do go down during outages, right? So keeping those bills, it avoids predatory prices and desperation spending. Also, prepare for escrow surprises. Insurance increases can raise mortgage payments, build a buffer for escrow recalculations. This hits people months after the storm. You don't want to be that person either. Now, the community and info strategy. You want to know who your safe neighbors are. Those safe neighbors, they are higher in elevation, have medical training, generators. Make sure you exchange numbers with them. Community reduces rescue risk, right? Also check official sources, not social media panic, literally official sources. Follow your main government websites, county emergency management, local utility companies. bad information, it leads to bad financial decisions. That's why I say do not social media panic. Now, the final takeaway is that most flood and outage damage, it doesn't come from the storm itself, okay? It comes from being unprepared for how systems fail. A few low-cost moves before disaster season, it can literally save you thousands afterwards, and that's what we're here for. So that's all that I need to get into today. Thank you for taking the time to listen. And my hope is that this video has helped you, or if not, share it with someone that it can help. We will see you guys in the next one. I'm going to turn it over to Jen. She's going to go over some 5 work from home jobs that you can do in the finance industry.
Hello, everyone. We are going to be getting into 5 work from home positions in the finance industry. The first one is at a company by the name of Center for Internet Security, or CIS. They are looking for a senior financial analyst. The senior financial analyst, multi-state information sharing and analysis center, is part of the Operations and Security Service, or OSS department, and reports to SVP of MS-ISAC. As our senior financial analyst, MS-ISAC, you will be a senior individual contributor responsible for providing high-impact financial leadership, planning analysis, and operational support for the MS-ISAC program. In this role, you will drive financial strategy and execution across budgeting, forecasting, reporting, and decision support. This position functions as the primary financial advisor for MS-ISAC leadership, owning program level financial models, multi-scenario projections, operational insights, and spend optimization recommendations. This role requires strong financial acumen, excellent modeling and planning capabilities, and the ability to translate complex operational requirements into actionable financial plans that resonate with executive leaders. You will partner closely with CIS Financial Planning and Analysis, or FP&A, accounting, contracts, and grants, and program managers to ensure alignment between operational objectives, funding sources, and long-term financial sustainability. What you'll do. So, you'll lead the annual budgeting process for the MS-ISAC, including forecasting, cost modeling, headcount planning, and long-range financial projections. Develop and maintain detailed multi-scenario financial models that align program growth, operational changes, and funding strategies. Provide monthly financial reporting, variance analysis, and actionable insights directly to executive leadership. Serve as a primary financial advisor to MS-ISAC leadership, supporting strategic planning, operational decision making, and funding optimization. Partner with FP&A and accounting teams to ensure accurate revenue recognition, cost allocations, and forecasting methodologies. Monitor and evaluate financial performance drivers, identify risk opportunities, and operational efficiency improvements. Develop financial dashboards, metrics, and reporting packages tailored to program level needs and executive level audiences. Review budget submissions across MS-ISAC divisions to ensure alignment with program priorities and available funding. Support quarterly reforecasting cycles, resource planning, and strategic initiatives, recurring financial evaluation. Ensure accurate financial inputs into Workday, adaptive planning, and other CIS systems. Perform ad hoc analysis and provide rapid response financial guidance to support emerging operational requirements. Other tasks and responsibilities are assigned as well. Now, you will need a bachelor's degree in accounting, finance, economics, business, or a related field, 5+ years of experience in financial planning, analysis, or related finance functions, demonstrated experience supporting complex multi-stakeholder operational environments, strong financial modeling, forecasting, and analytical skills, proven ability to communicate financial concepts clearly to executive leadership, deep understanding of budgeting practices, variance analysis, cost modeling, and revenue recognition principles, strong attention to detail, accuracy, and ownership, strong proficiency with Microsoft Office, specifically Excel and PowerPoint, must be authorized to work in the US. It is a plus if you do have 7+ years of progressive experience in FP&A or financial analysis, experience using Workday and adaptive planning, experience serving as a financial business partner, supporting operational or program leadership, experience in nonprofit or mission driven organizations, experience developing and presenting financial reporting packages for senior executives, experience with allocation models, cost analysis, and operational ROI assessments, experience with CRM software, preferably Salesforce, additional years of relevant experience, or a combination of an associate's degree or equivalent in relevant experience may be substituted for the bachelor's degree. Now, the compensation is 75,000 to 129,300 per year. And it does give you more here about their benefits package. And then it does give you a background of the company. So before making a decision, make sure you read over that. Now, the next company here is Belay. They're hiring a bookkeeper at 20 to 25 per hour. And they do give you a reason why you should work there. It's a YouTube video. You can certainly check that out and watch that. But an overview of the role: Belay bookkeepers provide reliable, accurate financial support to help clients understand their numbers and manage their operations with confidence. You'll bring structure to monthly financial processes, maintain clean and accurate records, and deliver timely reports that translate data into clarity. This role requires strong technical proficiency, excellent attention to detail, and the ability to manage multiple clients with professionalism and consistency. You work independently, communicate proactively, and serve as a steady, trusted financial resource for the business you support. Now, it is remote. They are currently accepting applications for US based contractors, except in California, Colorado, Montana, New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania. Those are the only states they are not accepting applications from. This is 1099 contractor, flexible, remote, again 20 to 25 per hour. You're paid on a monthly basis on contracted hours. They do not guarantee hours or client assignments. Okay, keep that in mind. So you do receive one-on-one support through our bookkeeper mentor program, where a seasoned Belay bookkeeper partners with you during your first 30 days on a new client for to teach you the Belay way of bookkeeping and help you transition smoothly into your engagement. Access to Belay's exclusive job board, a curated board of pre-vetted client opportunities across industries such as consulting, real estate, nonprofit, financial services, and more. As a contractor in our network, you can apply for engagements that align with your expertise and experiences. Access to Belay's contractor community for a connected peer network of fellow 1099 professionals who share knowledge, exchange best practices, and support one another through templates, discussion spaces, live learning sessions, and ongoing upskilling opportunities, creating a collaborative environment designed to help you grow your skills, stay supported, and thrive as part of the Belay network. Invoicing and payment collection handled on your behalf, access to our contractor benefits partners for affordable health and finance options, free access to templates, upskilling, resources, webinars, and professional community, flexibility to pursue the types of clients and hours that fit your professional goals. Client volume is not guaranteed. A dedicated success consultant who provides guidance, help you navigate client relationships, and ensures you have the support needed to succeed in each engagement. Receive ongoing support from a dedicated client success consultant and talent specialist who partner with you throughout your engagement, helping you navigate client relationships, solve challenges, stay aligned with expectations, and access the resources you need to thrive as a belay contractor. Why belay? Now, this video here also explains why you should work with them, and it gives you more information on that. But we're going to go into the core responsibilities. So you will pay clients' bills on a weekly basis, client invoices and incoming payment management, reconcile bank statements and debit credit card transactions, accounts, manage budget and cash flow, perform journal entries and data coding, prepare weekly and monthly financial reports, including balance sheet, statement of financial position, profit and loss income statement, budget versus actual, customer reports as needed, maintain and manage the chart of accounts, prepare 1099 forms, process payroll, including setup, scheduling, and frequency, files, sales tax, provide e-commerce accounting support, communicate clearly and professionally regarding financial updates, questions, next steps, help clients understand and optimize bookkeeping workflow and tools, recommend simple process involvements that increase accuracy or efficiency, provide clear expectations, maintain dependable follow through, and support a smooth client experience. Key qualifications here. You must have 3+ years of professional bookkeeping and or accounting experience. Is required for proficiency and hands-on experience with QuickBooks Online or QBO, experience with payroll processing, bachelor's degree in business, accounting, finance, or related field preferred but not required, strong understanding of accounting best practices and financial workflows, comfortable managing multiple clients and deadlines, excellent written and verbal communication skills, ability to work during standard business hours, Monday through Friday, comfortable on video calls, and equipped with a professional remote workspace. Moving too fast here. Now, key attributes that they are looking for in you: detail driven accuracy, maintain exceptional precision in all financial work, technical expertise, confident navigating QBO and core accounting processes. Proactive communication keeps clients informed, aligned, and supported. Organizational excellence brings structure to recurring monthly financial routines. Professional maturity handles sensitive financial information with integrity. Reliability consistently meets deadlines and delivers complete, accurate work. Resourcefulness troubleshoots issues and solves problems independently. Service mindset prioritize the client experience with empathy and professionalism. Additional requirements: all applicants may be subject to an identity and background check prior to receiving a contract offer. If you're ready to apply, you will scroll on down to put that application in. Okay, here we are. You can scroll down, click where it says Our Company, and you can find out more about the company, how long they've been in business, their timeline, all of that. You can definitely read that YouTube video. Then they have a video here on their site that you can read into and look into what their brands are. Next company is Accurate. They need an accounts payable clerk It is full-time. As a key member of the accounting department, this accounts payable clerk will be reporting to the accounts payable supervisor and is mainly responsible for assisting the AP supervisor in processing invoices and issuing payments. The ideal candidate will ensure proper vendor account coding for invoices into the accounting system in accordance with established departmental guidelines in a timely, efficient, and effective manner. They will also be responsible for processing check requests and verifying approval on all invoices. They will possess great organizational skills and ability to prioritize, meet deadlines, and multitask while maintaining data input accuracy. Now, the responsibilities handle vendor correspondence via email or phone, respond promptly and professionally to internal and external inquiries regarding vendor invoices paid or unpaid, maintain files and documentation in accordance with company policy and accepted accounting practices, request new vendor accounts set up and or update of existing vendor records, verify OCR accuracy of vendor invoices and forward for coding approval, handle daily court check requests, prepare, maintain reporting, SSR reconciliation, duplicate report for cash projection, assist with payment processing and support documentation, record credit card transactions, and reconcile monthly statements, assist in month end closing, assist in providing supporting documents for audits, work as a team player to achieve accounting goals and objectives, perform other duties as required and assigned. Now, the requirements here is an AA degree in accounting, business, or similar, or 1 to 2 year relevant experience. Experience with Concur and NetSuite. And NetSuite is a plus, available to work 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The skills they are looking for is intermediate knowledge of Microsoft Office applications, Word, Excel, and Outlook, attention to detail and accuracy with strong organizational skills to be able to handle multiple tasks in a fast-paced environment, strong ability to effectively communicate both orally and in writing with all levels of personnel as well as outside auditors and vendors, demonstrate consistency, flexibility, and commitment to meet deadlines, ability to keep sensitive and confidential material private. This is an hourly position, which is 21 to 25 an hour, and it will depend on job-related knowledge, skills, experience, and relevant education and training. This position may also be eligible for an annual performance-based bonus, commission, or other variable pay plan. The company also offers a full range of benefits, including medical, dental, and 401k. Your recruiter can share more details about the specific compensation package during the hiring process. Now you want to come to their homepage to get to their About section, which here you can find out the company's mission, how long they've been in business, what makes them great, their hiring story and what they're looking for, how you would fit in, statistics of them. So make sure that you come to their homepage and check that out. The next position is in accountant with Trinity Health. This is Trinity Health. This is a full-time role. You will be responsible for assisting in the development and maintenance of accurate financial information for assigned areas of the general ledger account analysis and reconciliations and financial statements for the regional health ministry or RHM and market record to report or R2R shared services area. The accountant is expected to demonstrate problem solving skills as related to healthcare financial operations and an understanding of external regulatory, payer, and other forces impacting healthcare financial operations, including U.S. General Accepting Accounting Principle or GAAP and other regulatory reporting requirements, IRS regulations, etc. Maintains awareness of new industry development standards. All right, so addendum. establishes and maintains positive relationships with leaders from HM service area, Trinity Health, and related entities, and exhibits the ability to maintain confidentiality when required, responds to requests for information, assists manager with work relating to both internal and external audits in the periodic review of financial records and financial statements, including audit requirements for federal awards, grants, uniform guidance, or single audits, and other RHM specific audit requirements, responsible for timely implementation of agreed upon recommendations related to areas of responsibility resulting from the audit findings, assist in annual 999 and other tax returns and accumulation of financial information to support our community benefits reporting, assist in preparation of sales and use tax reporting, local personal property tax reporting, annual ESC reporting, mandatory government surveys, and other related reporting as assigned, complete special projects, financial analysis, and research, prepare monthly accounting entries, including support for input into the PeopleSoft GL system or current general ledger system for entities and accounts assigned in accordance with established timelines, reconciles, analyzes, and adjusts general ledger accounts in accordance with established timelines, ensures accurate details, supports work paper reconciliations, assists with completion of year-end financial reporting package and preparation of year-end audit work papers and financial statement footnote disclosures, obtains the appropriate supporting documentation for the audit schedules. Minimum qualifications is bachelor's degree in accounting, business, or finance, knowledge of US GAAP, and conducting financial analysis, including experience in researching and analyzing accounting issues. Additional qualifications is they prefer 2 years of accounting experience, healthcare exposure preferred, experience working with various computer accounting systems, and ability to use Microsoft Office Suite. And then it gets into essential functions. So their health culture knows, understands, incorporates, and demonstrates their Trinity Health's mission, values, vision, action, and promises in behavior, practice, and decisions, which you will do the same. So work focus provides administrative support services and engages in activity that enhances or improves coordination, preparation, and flow of the department processes and core work, plans and organizes workflow and prioritizing customer needs, develop, implement, and maintain job-related records, maintains procedural standards as appropriate for the role, process focus, utilizes multiple systems applications for data collecting and management, knows, understands, and incorporates basic knowledge of TH or Trinity Health policies, practices, and processes to ensure quality, confidentiality, and safety are prioritized, demonstrates knowledge of departmental processes and procedures, and ability to readily acquire new knowledge, collaborate on performance improvement activities as indicated by outcomes in programs, efficiency, and patient and or customer experience. Communication, employees effective and respectful written, verbal, and nonverbal communication develops an environment of mutual confidence and trust through collaborative relationships, effectively communicates goals, standards, program expectations, service performance, and how the work serves Trinity Health objectives, proactively recognizes, addresses, or escalates organizational, operational, or team conflicts. Environment performs work in a caring, collaborative, and safe manner, stewards productive use of resources, people, financial equipment, supplies, materials to achieve assigned commitments, experiences, and quality standards, accountable for continuous self development and supporting the growth of others, self-monitors and initiates corrections and or seeks assistance or guidance when needed, embraces new ideas and cultural differences, maintains a working knowledge of applicable federal, state, and local laws and regulations, Trinity Health Integrity and Compliance Programs and Code of Conduct, as well as other policies, procedures, guidelines, or in order to ensure adherence in a manner that reflects honesty, ethical, and professional behavior and safe work practices. Hourly pay range is 24.53 to 36.80 per hour. Same here, you would come to their main page in order to find more out about them. Down here to their about section, and this is where you will get all of the helpful details that you would need first before applying to the position. Now, the last role we're getting into is the accounting and analyst, and this is at Penn Mutual. So the accounting analyst will perform finance functions, including but not limited to accounting, finance, reporting, or analysis with moderate instruction or guidance. In this role, you will utilize general accounting and financial principles and techniques to support various activities within and outside of financial management, covering moderately difficult assignments with diverse scopes. Now, they've embraced a flexible hybrid approach to work based on your role and personal preferences. They empower you to choose where you work best. So, this model allows you to balance your life and bring your whole self to work, right? So, these are their responsibilities in this role. You would prepare journal vouchers and accounting classifications and complete associate accounts reconciliations. Participate in processes to ensure accuracy and completeness of financial records, prepare and analyze internal and external ad hoc financial requests, interprets financial data and or results for users and may offer recommendations to management, support internal and external audit requests, provide information to support management, regulatory, and GAAP reporting, keeps appraised keeps appraised of the changing accounting and regulatory landscape through research of technical guidance, assists in documenting and informing management of potential impacts, documents business processes, and identify controls and deficiencies in business processes, identifies, recommends, and implements ongoing process improvement, applies accounting knowledge to complete quarterly accruals for insurance companies, intercompany accounting and reconciliations between Penn Mutual and affiliates, statutory and GAAP consolidation, completes regulatory financial filings on a quarterly basis, completes annual filings including blue books and regulatory filings, completes state filings as required through the year, oversees the maintenance of comprehensive checklists encompassing all insurance entities for various filing requirements, participates on project teams, complies with all company and state policies and procedures, remain current in profession and industry trends, successfully completes regulatory and job training requirements, performs various other related duties, assignment, and special projects as assigned, demonstrates a commitment to AI fluency by embracing AI tools and technologies to enhance individual and team performance, decision making, and innovation. The skills and abilities that you need is strong data analysis skills, including the ability to work with pivot tables, advanced formulas, and modeling, ability to effectively communicate and present information written and verbally clearly, consistently, and accurately. Strong critical thinking and problem solving skills must be detail oriented and be able to handle multiple test projects as well as exercise initiatives, and follow through to meet deadlines, ability to work collaboratively in a team environment, ability to make a positive contribution as demonstrated by learning new skills and making suggestions for process procedure improvement, ability to work with others in a collaborative team environment. You need a bachelor's degree in accounting or finance or equivalent master's degree, which is required, and CPA designation is preferred. Experience is 2 to 5 years of related experience and which is required, and experience working in life insurance industry and other financial services industry required. Base salary is 68,000 to 80,000 per year. And below it does give you more information on the company, and we can click here and it will take us right to the home page. Here you can find more about the company. Depending on what you want to know specifically first, you can go here, find out about the history, values, leadership, corporate governance, principal affiliations, their financial strengths, and how they're doing in news. All of that is on this page here. Everything that you need to know. Well, that is it for today. 5 work from home jobs that you can apply for in the finance industry. Thank you for your time for this 30 minutes. We will see you in the next one. Bye bye.